In this episode, I get solid validation about the historian spirit who brought me here. So I had some historian kind of walking with me, a spirit historian.
That's better.
So, yeah.
You know, the woman who was a docent there, her husband just died.
Oh, no.
Maybe your spirit guide that's a historian is...
Could be, but yeah, that was...
They took care of...
I mean, it was just like, oh, this guy
the
knows.
groundskeeper and the historian.
Well, I'm sorry that that happened recently. Yeah.
I'm glad you enjoyed this.
Yeah, I really appreciate this, and thank you so much for...
Told you to come here from there?
Oh yeah, last night I'm in and I'm like, okay.
That makes me wonder.
I'm like, we're done.
That's why, because we were friends with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then last night, all night, salud, salud, salud. These text boxes are EVP captions from EVPs that I hear later while editing. If you want to hear them, I suggest you wear headphones. All right, so last night while I was trying to sleep, I was having dreams about this place. This is the Zalud House in Porterville. I've been talking to the owner or the caretaker. He totally gets what I want to do, so he's going to walk around with me. I'm going to tune in, see what I get, and then he is going to help me with validating or telling me I'm lame and don't know what I'm talking about. All right, so this is trippy. I came out to my bike to just get a drink of water, and somebody's like being impatient, like, oh, I don't have all day. So here we go. Oh, nice service.
Hello and welcome.
Yeah, thank you. So yeah, I was just talking to the camera about us having a conversation out there. I was talking to him and we're sitting there at the entrance over by the gate and we're just talking about paranormal shows and whatnot. And then I feel a presence come up behind me, a man. He came up and he was like, oh, he's rambling or something like that. He says something about you rambling. Immediately you change the subject and go directly into, talking about the tour or whatever. And it's like, yep, you're psychic. Yep, you got it. So
they're always testing.
When I went out to my bike, I'm hearing somebody being impatient, like, come on, I don't have all day.
Yeah, they're ready.
So
I'll just remain silent, let you walk around, and
I appreciate getting in here. I feel like I'm picking up on the family. I'm seeing the man and the woman standing next to each other, and they're dressed in very conservative clothing. It almost makes me feel like they are like Puritans or Quakers or something like that because of the formal kind of clothing that they're wearing. I feel like there's a third person in the picture, but I don't see the person. It's really nice. It's like, it is very much like greeting me in the home. Like, okay, welcome to our home. A very formal kind of greeting. Yeah, wow, lots of energy right here. Okay, in case you guys don't know, I'm Brett, I'm a psychic medium, and I like to film my interactions with you guys. So if you're unsure about having permission to be on camera or to interact with me, please talk to my guides and follow their instructions. Also, I'm not supposed to use names, so please don't use names. Instead, describe yourself, describe the location, describe your house. Tell me anything you can about the other side. I know you're limited with what you can tell me. And then also, I would like to know little secrets or things that aren't well known about the location or about you guys. They don't have to be deep, dark secrets. That's not what I'm looking for, but interesting information or fun things that you can tell us. All right, so I think they want to give me a tour. So please talk to me and show me images and give me feelings for like anything you want me to try to describe? And don't worry, you aren't going to scare me with anything. Okay, what I'm seeing is kind of like an orb about the size that I can hold on to. It feels like a white orb. It's full of power, and it would be like on both sides of me. And it almost feels like a throne or a chair. I don't know if this is energetic or if this is something that actually exists here. I don't see anything with... One thing I do know about this place is there's some sort of chair that's haunted or has something going on, and I mean I don't think that would be it. And I'm not trying to like, oh, I'm feeling a chair. Yeah, that's not what I'm doing, but I've got this imagery. Before I interrupted the family, the Zaluds, is that how you say it? Zalud.
Zaluds.
Before I interrupted, they wanted to show me the kitchen. They wanted to bring me around that way. So they give formal tours. I mean, that's what it feels like. It really feels like they are bringing us in. So part of their house is a museum, and their house is a place to entertain people the same way. And I'm getting those chills again. So I feel like the woman is here with me. So you don't need to be as formal with me. You can think of me as, I don't know what you would think of me as. So I know you're asked to perform because there are paranormal kind of events here. And so I know you're asked to perform, and can you do this, and can you knock on things, and can you do this stuff? So I'm trying to get around asking. But if you could show yourself or be involved, I would love to hear your story. I'd love to hear all about you. This is a camera. I feel like somebody's pulling on the camera. So this is a camera, and it's facing me, and I can hold it on this pole, and it'll record me. I have a microphone right here, and you can talk into it. And later on, I will be able to hear what you say. I need to open up a little bit more because I am not fully open right now. Let me ground down. I'm grounding down, and when I ground, I usually imagine projecting roots into the ground. And so the thing that's funny is I actually kind of project my awareness down. And so I'm going through, and it's weird. It's almost like seeing catacombs or something. And it doesn't make any sense. And I don't think this is not a mining area where I would feel tunnels or anything like that. It's almost like brick catacombs or something. Like something I would have seen in Paris, which is really strange because I don't think there would be anything like that here. All right, can you tell me a little bit about your business? What did you do? She was saying something about being a homemaker, a wife. I think these are my words. And then he is stepping up. He's a larger man. He reminds me of my grandfather. I feel like there's something going on with his throat, so some sort of illness that would affect his throat cancer, that kind of thing. So I'm feeling something like that, and I'm unsure if that has something to do with me not hearing so well. I think I see or feel their presence more than I'm hearing their presence. So shall we keep moving? Yeah, it's very much feeling more than the talking. Okay, actually I feel like I'm being pulled upstairs by a child.
We have a small root cellar here. It goes to about where you're standing.
Okay.
It is brick all the way around holding up, but we do have some catacombs underground on Main Street. And I was thinking of it at that moment, and I think I just screwed you up.
Oh, that's funny. So why am I getting a little boy? Why am I getting a little boy? Cousin, nephew. I feel like I'm hearing whispering. And I feel like I'm seeing movement over here. So what did you want to do? What do you mean? When you were a kid, what did you see yourself doing when you got older? I'm seeing a scene of, it looks like an old Western, and it's the handsome cowboy on a ranch with the black hat and the really stylish clothing. So I think it was to raise a family with him. What? My camera shut off. My camera shut off at a certain point there, so
It's gonna
I'm
happen.
wondering, yeah.
That's
an interesting.
occurrence. That your camera's shutting off.
Yeah.
Batteries getting zapped.
Yeah, I usually bring extra batteries. You know, it's funny, I'm not picking up a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
And usually it's like everybody's really talkative. They are just not, I'm not hearing much. I'm just seeing little tiny scenes of things.
They pulled you in,
Yeah.
okay, and now you're on the grand tour. It's like they don't have to explain any further.
Yeah, I'm totally getting that. It's like they're watching you do the tour, and
They want to make sure you get it right.
yeah, it's very different experience for me, because usually they're knocking down the door. So what are we seeing here?
Okay, this is an upstairs master bedroom.
Okay.
And this is the last bed that the mother was in, Mary.
Okay.
And she had a cancer in the throat.
Okay, I was feeling somebody's throat cancer.
All up inside her.
Has there been changing in decoration?
The curator will change it up or bring things out of the drawer or more decorations that are in storage and redecorate with that.
Because, you know, I see so many historic places, and it's like every surface is filled with display, and it's like, okay, well, what was it like when they were actually trying to function and live in this space?
The only time it really overflowed when Anne brought her stuff over here in the living room. But the parlor was always over decorated because that's where you did your entertaining. That's where you brought everybody. That's why there's chairs and couches.
Yeah, and it's not like everybody came over to play Xbox or something.
Right.
I mean, there's like, you aren't watching the big game or anything. It's like you're coming over and it's like, oh, I see you have a new vase or whatever, right?
I kind of trip out too when I see new things added. And that's his handwriting.
It's beautiful.
Isn't that neat?
Oh, is this the, this is the scary chair?
Yeah, here.
So, okay, so what is the story with this?
You know, the way it kind of goes is that she had a thing for him. Some people thought they had an affair. Nobody really knows. But she chased him around. He was at the Pioneer Hotel and Bank, sitting in this chair, and she pulled out her pistol, shot him 4 times.
Wow, you know,
He expired on that chair.
the thing that's nuts is like I don't buy into much of the like, oh, it's dark, it's dangerous, all this stuff like that. I don't buy into it or whatever. But I do. It does feel darker. I mean, there is a nasty kind of feeling. My
heavy.
chest hurts. My stomach, my chest. I mean, I'm like making this sign of the cross right here. But yeah, I mean, like, I am fully feeling this. Oh, okay, I see. So this, like, I don't think a dark energy is instantly in a place where somebody's killed in anger or, you know, somebody's murdered or whatever. I don't think it works that way. I think there's something else going on here, and I just saw movement right through here. But it's almost like a swirling something, and I feel like there's something that's been really put into this chair. I mean,
Imprinted.
Yeah, and I mean, it could be a bunch of people all being freaked out about this chair for whatever reason.
All
or
the tours
rumors.
and things and rumors people's added. It could be things like that. A lot of stuff's mustered up around this chair, and it's tragic. He didn't want to die.
Yeah.
You know, we had this crazy chick come on in there and do the deal. He did not do anything bad to her to let this happen to him. I mean, he didn't harm her physically, you know.
Yeah.
She just scorned woman, I guess.
Yeah, I'm trying to feel the room out, and it's like, is it the chair? You know, I get the visual of like the, you know, vortex kind of thing with the chair or whatever, but I'm trying to feel the whole place, and it's like, yeah, there is a stagnant energy where the rest of the house is flowing and bubbling. This is very.
The shoes he was wearing when that happened.
This is very still. Yeah, the chair has some vibes to it. It's like, which chair would I sit in? What chair is going to give me the goosebumps? I mean, and I keep looking at this chair going, this one's pretty. There's something up with this also.
This is John's chair.
Yeah.
You know, that's where he conducted his business, in this chair downtown in the bar.
Yeah. He was doing this thing. Is that a temperature gauge or a on the?
We're at 82, 83 right here.
Yeah, just
That's
curious.
As cool as she can get it. In here.
Let's see. Can we make it cooler? Can we make this cooler?
And here's the hat he was wearing. You were talking about it.
Yeah, I really feel like that black hat is desirable.
He conducted all the business for the family. Now this is going to sound a little weird.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, can you see this boy as an adult?
Like the first thing I get is like Abraham Lincoln.
You want to turn around?
That tall, thin build. Oh, is this our guy?
No, but this boy down here.
That's the kid. Have you guys had this happen before? Do you
Pieces of it, yeah, pieces of it.
So he
get him
does.
as an adult, but he can manifest as a child.
I feel like this is a cousin, but he really reminds me
It could
of.
be the cousin from Strathmore, because he would come here a lot as he was a child.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not seeing this kid as an adult. Like, if I try to see somebody as an adult, I'm seeing somebody that really reminds me of, like, Abe Lincoln, the wiry, muscular frame that's tall, thin. Yeah, I feel like this is, somebody said it's a cousin or nephew. And so I would go with whoever that is, but I'm seeing him as a kid, so. Yeah, I'm wondering if I'm picking up on psychic things along with, no, because it was a spirit trying to pull me along, so.
You know, I like that cat and mouse type of investigating.
Yeah.
It's really neat. It pulls on you.
Yeah, the thing that's really neat is like just going in and seeing what happens, instead of like, this is an area where there's a lot of activity, or this is important, or whatever. Like, I would much rather just be like, hey dudes, I'm here, what do you have for me? Anything to show me? Yeah, the woman, the missus, not happy that we're doing this because like we aren't doing the tour. I mean, she's like, you know, rolling her eyes practically about this, about us not doing the tour proper. Okay, so shall we do a little bit more of a regular kind of tour where we walk around and discuss things, and then will you talk with me? I get that would be preferred. That would be fine. All right. I'll stop this for a minute, and then we're gonna do kind of more of a tour. And
I'll bring Heather in on this. Be right back.
Okay. So we do a quick tour, get to talking, and I get solid validation about the historian spirit who brought me here.
So on your way home now, where were you before you came here?
I was in. My guides had been telling me, you need to go to Sequoias. I was asking guides, oh, well, you know, anything I should look out for? And they're like, giving me a heads up on bike.
Sir?
They were closed, so I just kind of tooled around. I walk over to the gift shop and I'm like, oh, I love the old glass.
Yeah.
Somebody's like, me too. Like, okay. So I had some historian kind of walking with me, a spirit historian.
That's better.
So, yeah.
You know, the woman who was a docent there, her husband just died.
Oh, no.
Maybe your spirit guide that's a historian is
Could be, but yeah, that was...
They took care of...
Okay, because there was no doubt who this person was. It was like, oh, this is a historian.
Yeah.
Getting
He's a
chills.
historian there.
I mean, it was just like, oh, this guy
the
knows.
groundskeeper and the historian.
Historian.
Well, I'm sorry that that happened
We're
recently.
human.
Yeah.
I'm glad you enjoyed this.
Yeah, I really appreciate this, and thank you so much for...
Told you to come here from there?
Oh yeah, last night I'm in, and I'm like, okay,
That makes me wonder.
I'm like, we're done.
That's why, because we were friends with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then last night, all night, salud, salud, salud. If you're interested in working with me or scheduling a session, send me an email. And I sincerely appreciate your following along on my ride and commenting and connecting with me. Meeting folks, living people like you, and meeting spirits is a big part of why I do it. So really, thank you for watching.